All right, what's up, y'all? My name's John. Welcome back to the Clutch. Usually, I do like a quick introduction. We're trying to fuck around with Brandon's shit and figure out what's going on. We have a possible government interference because joys of being military and living on a military post. They have a way of jamming shit. So hopefully, you all get the signal all the way through. I'm gonna let you have it, Brandon, my man. Why don't you introduce yourself?
Oh, sick, dude. What's up? I am Brandon Hernandez. I own Oodles and Noodles, right? Um, I came up with Oodles and Noodles. Actually, I was in Afghanistan, and I was like trying to think of a good company name, and all the good shit was already taken. And I wanted something that could pertain to kids. I wanted to do a lot of education with the young people and whatnot. And I was like, yo, we used to call ramen oodles and noodles. And that thing came out with the snakes like being nicknamed Noodles. I was like, fuck it, I'm going to take it and run with it, dude. So I did.
Nice. Shit. All right. So he got popped out. We're going to do this again. I'm going to keep going. Obviously, on his end, this is going to be a little bit difficult, guys. The interview is about him, so this is going to be a fucking interesting night, to say the least. He's going to pop right back in. We already said if we disconnect, we're just going to keep fucking playing the game. So we'll see how it goes. I hope you guys don't get too fucking bored with that shit. We're going to get this going, okay? So Brandon's military, if you didn't know, like he said, he was just in Afghanistan. We're going to jump into stuff with that. We're going to talk about his collection because he works with some pretty badass stuff, if you didn't know already. And we're going to let that come out. The issue is he lives on a military post where they do fucking tests and jamming, and he's having a fight with that shit right now. You're good. I hear you. You're solid. Hopefully we don't lose you again. I'm going to make you drive like halfway across fucking town so that we can have a live, dude. Like, follow dude, Brandon in the car.
You said get in the car? You're coming in so choppy, dude. I don't know. It's bad.
Drive across town.
Are you bullshitting me? Are you for real? Because I'll do it.
We might have to drive across town, Brandon. Fuck. This is the joy of our life, being a YouTuber. We've been talking and getting this set up, and I feel so bad right now, man. Like, this dude's an amazing dude. Like, if you don't know Brandon, you need to get to know him. I feel so bad right now.
Dude, yeah, I feel really horrible right now.
Dude, you may need to jump in the car and drive across town.
I am.
Are you really going to do it?
Yeah, fuck yeah, I'm going to do it. Anything for the clutch, bro. Should I bring the dogs?
If you want to bring the dogs, you can. I feel fucked up that you can't be in the comfort of your own home.
Oh, shit. I know, right? Get in the car. All right, we're about to do this. This is fucking ridiculous.
Bear with us. I told you there was going to be some fucking shenanigans that went on tonight. I said it was going to get weird. I'm going to fucking eat my words tonight.
It's about to be wild.
Oh, this is too good.
Dude, this is funny as fuck.
It is. Like, how the fuck? This wasn't planned, guys. I swear. This is literally just us trying to make something happen. Oh, man. Like, what are the odds of shit like this happening?
Dude, you know, this is the second time this has actually happened to me, and I need to remind myself that Mondays are the days they actually send the Dukes out.
Fucking green weenie strikes again. I'm not even in the Army and it's still striking me, man.
Dude, the Army sucks, man. We had so I don't know how well you can hear me, but I have a great
perfect
in the Army today. So someone
we lost him again. This is gonna happen, guys. This is gonna freaking happen. The thing is, he lives on post. He has to get off post. What's up?
Yeah, we're gonna make it happen, dude.
It's gonna happen. I'm not giving up tonight until this happens.
Yeah, dude, fuck that. We're gonna figure it out.
You just got to get like 10 miles away from fucking post, and you're solid.
Like literally 10 miles too. You're not even playing.
I hated that, dude. Like they ran those jammers all over town, or not all over town, but all over our post every single day. Like I would go from fucking 4G down to searching for signal on my cell phone.
Oh, fuck that, man.
Yeah. Like no data, no nothing every single day. So you can't even text or play games or shit when you're on your breaks. You're like, you're trying to look anything up, you're fucked. You got to use the computers in the office. Like, I hate jammers, man. It's smart, but it's the stupidest fucking thing in the world.
Hold on. Oh, man.
We gonna make it. We gonna make it.
This is so fucking funny.
So Brandon, even though we don't have a good visual right now, you were in Afghanistan. You wanted to focus on the kids and education, and that's where you came up with your name. How long have you been doing this? And he's gone. Fuck me. We're gonna make this happen. This shit's gonna happen. I guarantee you, he's like right at post. You ever seen a man just get really angry?
Dude, I get fucking pissed. Okay, so I think I might be. Am I coming in solid? Because
you're solid. The funny thing for me is like every time I ask you a question, or I start like trying to progress it, you fucking fall out. It's fucking hilarious right now.
Oh, you know it's fucked because I never fall out, dude. Of runs or nothing.
So you're in Afghanistan. You chose your name. How long have you been keeping and breeding?
Hold on, man. I think I'm almost like to somewhere where I can park and we can do this.
Okay.
All right. Where's Oh, look at this, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Chill out, bro.
It's okay,
my
baby.
My dog has anxiety, man. This is Jax. Hey, come here. Come here, baby. Come here. All right, she's not gonna. They just switch spots. Okay,
that's the fucking truth, Bradley. Like you can't make this shit up right now.
Yeah, dude. Oh man, it's fucking cold.
Can you see that? Or I thought this was a reptile show, but it's comedy hour.
A little bit of both, man. A little bit of both.
You're gonna get a lot tonight. This is gonna be a different show than you've ever seen on this channel. Well, Marshall was kind of comedic, and we brought in some military humor, but I just got a feeling a lot more of that's about to come out tonight.
Oh fuck yeah, dude! You told me I could be myself. This is the real fucking deal right here.
I don't fucking hide anybody or who they are, man. I don't believe in that shit.
Yeah, me neither. So
there is no censorship here. I mean, YouTube might try to censor me later on down the road, but they're still not going to be able to do it. So fuck it.
Man, fuck YouTube. I'll drag my nuts across the fucking stuff, bro. Fuck that bullshit. So the questions that you're trying to ask and progress, what were they?
How long have you been keeping?
Yeah.
And then how long have you been breeding?
Oh, shit. Okay. So that all started. Okay, I got real obsessed with reptiles when I was maybe 5 years old. I'm originally from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. So if you're not in the city, you're in the country. Not in the country, in the city. I was between both. And we used to go down to the creek, me and my brother, and catch salamanders and shit. And I saw the first. Oh, thanks, Elena. I just met you like 2 days ago. So I saw like the first reptile magazine, and I remember seeing like the first spider ball ever. And I had this babysitter, and I got him to. I had to do some fucked up shit to get the money to get the Greyhound ticket to go all the way down to Florida, and we went to the Orlando Expo. Me and my babysitter at 6 years old, and dude,
illegal as fuck, sketch as fuck. You almost put your babysitter in fucking.
Yeah, and
like,
he was this old ass fucking black dude who sold ribs out of his house. Wild. So I start like Kevin McCurley's at the table and he has the first bumblebee. It's like 1998. So I'm just punching all these dudes in the fucking dick to get to the front of the line. So I'm just like 7-year-old kid to see the first bumblebee. So excited, I almost knock it off the table. I hope Kevin does not remember me when I go up there to buy a dwarf caiman. But at 8, I started catching my first reptiles in the wild. But then I started keeping hardcore in the Army, actually, which was difficult. I'm not married now. I was married at the time. And my ex-wife, she helped me a lot, man. That was a good woman. She held it down while I was gone. I started breeding in 2013. So this is going to be my 8th year producing, yeah. So, yeah, I was like, oh, bells look cool. I'll make some fucking bells. And then I got a hold of a desert ghost in 2014. And everyone was just shitting on it. And I was like, man, fuck you pussies. This is badass, dude. Motherfuckers don't even know about DG. And now, Will Morrows blows that shit up. And I'm like, fucking suck it, nerds. I got mad DG, dude. So I started... Yeah, this is about to be my 8th year producing. I have to breed in a season because of the Army. I do move my collection every time I PCS. That shit sucks. It throws off my breeding feng shui. So I can only breed in a season because there's PCS season. If a deployment is around the corner.
Dude, there's fucking PCS seasons twice a year too. That shit's so fucking...
Yeah,
I hate that shit. Like, and then you have to worry about that individual being like, well, do I want a PCS early? Do I want an early report or do I want a late report?
Late report, yeah.
So you get that orders, and then you're like, okay, you're trying to fucking flip that coin and be like, are they going to be early or are they going to be late? Which one are they going to do?
Yeah,
and
man.
9 times out of 10 is fucking late. Which
yeah,
sucks.
don't no one want to like show up to work when you're on leave, dude? Get 30 days vacation a year. Fuck you, bitch. I'm trying to like smoke a little bit before I gotta go to my next unit. You know what I'm saying? Like I got that first like 72 hours and I'm solid. So I'm at Fort Sill right now. This is my 5th unit and I've been in for 10 years.
Jesus.
Yeah, it fucking sucks balls. The Army used to be cool, man. And
Dude,
now
I was in for 7 and I was with 1 unit the entire time.
Were you with
I could not fucking get out.
Were you at Hood or 10th Mountain?
No, I was at Bliss. I was in first AD.
Bliss. Okay. No, yeah. Bliss,
they don't let you out, man. When you get to Bliss, you're locked the fuck down for like 4 to 6 years minimum.
So I fucked up. My first unit was Korea, and okay, you get your next pick of your unit. I was like outside this platoon sergeant. He had a speech impediment with New York accent. His last name was Chingalini. He would say to me, Hernandez, my little high speed. You got to go to airborne school and join the 82nd Airborne Division. It's the center of the military universe. So I dropped my airborne packet, went to airborne school, did all the cool guy shit, but then I realized I'm just bouncing between Fort Bragg, North Carolina, and Germany, the 173rd Airborne. And I was like, well, that's about as gay as AIDS. So, on my last deployment, it was 2017 to 18. I came down on orders to go to Fort Sill because I'm artillery by trade. And I was like, I'm a 13 Bravo, and I was like, man, don't no one want to go to fucking Fort Sill.
Oh, you do the hard shit too. You're the one moving the fucking rounds, right? 13 bang bang.
Yeah. Yep, 13 bang bang. I shoot big ass cannons. It was cool being airborne because they would throw the fucking cannon out of the plane. It would hit the ground, circle around, and then we would jump out and then shoot it, and that was cool. But then, you know, I get too old for that kind of shit, man. My body hurts, dude. I'm only 30, but I feel old.
Oh, I feel you, man. The fucking. So I never had to worry about that. I was armored, but like all the people that I had for physician assistants were all fucking 82nd, hua hua, 101st.
Man, that sucks, dude.
We're gonna be badasses. Like you're a medic, you got to be able to do everyone else's job and your job. So every time we went on a ruck, like our standard for our platoon was it was higher, dude.
Yeah.
You had to maintain the pace for airborne, but you had to pack out at fucking 50 pounds, right? And then you had to have a full aid bag on top of that 50 pounds.
That shit sucks.
So we're rucking airborne pace at fucking 75 plus pounds.
Yeah.
Fuck that shit. It fucking
sucks, dude. So, like, for us, we would have to jump things like aiming circles, ellipses, a fuck ton of radios. Radios are heavy, dude. That shit, I mean, I broke my back on a jump, and I'm now getting med-boarded. Like, I'm getting medically retired because of it. So, I'll be out of the Army here in about March, and I'm going full-time with the ball pythons, man. Like, that's it. But I'm one of those douchebags. So on my dashboard of my car, I still have my maroon beret.
You go around calling people fucking legs?
Legs? Fucking legs! Kill yourself,
you're one
legs.
of those.
Oh yeah, dude. I got my jump master knife still. I don't know if you'll be able to see. No, you won't be able to see it. So engraved on the jump master knife, like the unit buys it and they always engrave something that's supposed to be personal to the jump master, and my jump master knife says, "Be badass every day." That was my saying. And then I got my jump master armband. I keep it in my car too, but I keep the yellow side out because I'm not current right now.
You're so hua. You're too hua for your own good.
I was, man. I was real hungry, you know. I was
young. Well, no, like there's nothing wrong with that, man. Like I was the same way. I was this super fucking high speed medic. Like I was getting ready to drop a fucking SF packet, and I found Mama. You know what I mean? And me and Mama started a family, and I was like, fuck, I don't want to see her like 6 months out of the year if I'm that lucky, because they don't fuck around, dude. Like you go, if you make group, you train for like 6 months, and then you start your rotations, right? Yeah. So when you go, your rotations are fucking 3 months, wherever the fuck they decide to send you. Hope you come back. You get like a 10-day fucking break, and then you start basically a 2-month training period and jump into the next one. And it's just a revolving cycle for like however long you're willing to put up with the shit before you go back to big army.
Yeah, dude. It's so being a paratrooper, I deployed with MARSOC and Recon, so your Marine SF guys. Mm-hmm. When I was in the 173rd, I learned CQC and CQB. So for those of you who are watching that don't know, that's close quarter combat in close quarter battle, which is, if any of you have ever seen John Wick, that kind of shit. So I deployed with the SEAL team, and then on my last deployment, I was with the CIA in Jalalabad, where Lone Survivor happened. We was getting it, man. Them ISIS, so like the Tallies were pushing ISIS there into that Pakistani mountain line right there. We had this OP Bravo, and we just wait for them little bastards to come by and just murk them, man. Just putting them down. So good shit. I tell, even today, I'm like, I tell my Joes, man, I wake up with a hard dick ready to butt fuck the enemy all the way to freedom. Every fucking day, dude. See, I asked if you wanted me to be myself, man.
No, be yourself, man. I love it. I don't fucking care. This is the stuff that people don't see, and like someone's gonna probably watch this in the replay and be like, "What the fuck? Who are these guys?" Like, you know what I mean? And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with not everyone being good with it, because they don't understand that with the shit that we go through, you have to have that fucked up sense of humor. Like, you literally spend months where you're wondering if you're even gonna fucking come home. You have to have a fucked up sense of humor, and if you can't take it, or you can't find a way to make light of whatever situation, you're fucked. Like, that's 100% what resiliency is. It's not bouncing back. It's how long can you fucking keep your head above the fucking demons?
Yeah, man. Fucking Elena, who commented just earlier, I met her a couple of days ago at the Herb Show in Longview, and we're having the vendor dinner, and at this Italian place, and someone like in the back, it sounded like they dropped some silverware, and I was real quick, like I like lost it for like a second, and they were like, "Calm down." I was like, "I'm gonna go back there. I'm gonna slit that motherfucker's throat." And they were like, "Calm down." Like, all right, I'm good. Yeah, but I promise, guys, I'm not crazy. I have great snakes. I have really nice snakes.
He's not crazy, guys. We might have to get off the military subject. Nah, I'm the same way, dude. Like, I can't even eat in a restaurant with my back to open area. Like, I have to have my back against the wall. I have to watch everything. Yep.
I like to corner myself.
I understand it, man. Like, my wife gets pissed because she'll be like, "Well, why can't we put the kids in the corner? Because then we have a way to block." It's like, fuck no, I can't see what's going on.
Yeah, fuck that. I've sometimes there are some places like me and my ex-wife, or if I go out on dates now, if there's a napkin holder or something that's reflective, I can put that in front of me, and I've learned to be all right with that because I can see behind me with that. But typically, it's like, no, I want to see the entrance. I want to size up every dude in there, look for bulges in their pants, see if they're like carrying, you know, like who got what and where are the exits, how thick are the windows, everything, dude.
It's a fucked up mentality that we will have for the rest of our lives.
Yeah,
you
dude.
Can't break it. There's no way to break it. Like, I've tried, dude. I've been out for almost, well, no. What are we at? I've been out for 2 years. And I'm just as bad as when I was still in.
Yeah, you're still pretty fresh. So Brandon Milam, from Asylum Exotics, has been out for 10 years. And I can't speak for the man. I think he has it under control pretty well, or he hides it with humor very well. But there's still always a little something.
Oh, yeah. Always.
I think there's always going to be a little something, but it is what it is, man. Fuck it.
No, really. So do you use, obviously you're an animal lover in all aspects. You use your animals to kind of cope with your PTSD and stuff. Is that where your focus is?
So I'm actually very surprised you brought that up. I'm very glad that you brought that up. So I had this talk with Justin and Chase, actually, from JKR. There's this one day that man, it was just a shitty day, and I came home and I took my uniform off and I just threw it on the floor and I looked at it and I was like, yeah, I'm not even like proud of this right now. And I looked at myself in the mirror and I was like, I'm not even proud of this right now. And I was like one step away from making the permanent what do they call that? The permanent solution to the temporary problem.
The temporary problem, yeah.
And I
Part
go
of
into
the
my
22.
yeah. So then I go into my snake room, thinking it's a job. Okay, like that's how just beat down I am. I go into my snake room, and I just hatched a clutch out, and I open this tub, and it's a banana blade clown visual that I had hatched out just a couple days prior, and I was like, instantly, like I was so happy. I was like, this is so beautiful. It's pink and lavender and orange and yellow, and God, look at that. And people are already hitting me up to buy them, and I was like, it's such a beautiful thing, man. And I was talking to Chase and Justin about it. I was like, me as a person, and this is why the Army was good for me, is it always gave me a goal.
Mm-hmm.
And I looked at that banana blade clown, and then I looked up above my rack, and there's the JKR posters. And I was like, that's a goal. Like the goal in the industry never ends. There's always something to chase. There's always something to do. And every time I now walk into my facility, I step through that door. It's like I go through a waterfall and just washes away all the bullshit. I don't got to worry about, bills or my fucking family and their bullshit problems or my fucking assholes I got to work with or smoking the fuck out of Joe because Joe's a fucking retard and all this other bullshit. It's just like, this is all that matters right now. And I don't have to think about anything else. And it's so beautiful, dude.
Hell yeah.
So it helps. It saved my life. We wouldn't be having this interview right now if I didn't have ball pythons. And then ball python has led into a lot of other things too. I'm definitely going to be, when I get out and I move into what I refer to as my forever home, I'm definitely going to buy into some green trees. I would like a 1.1 pair of the Bolanai, dwarf caimans for sure. That'll just be my pet to snuggle.
You guys are gonna watch Brandon, and he's gonna be like, "I never lost a limb in the war, but look at this shit. I'm missing 3 fingers. This fucking dwarf came and got me, man."
Yo, we just got some guy and he's missing a finger. he just lost it fucking sawing some shit. I was like, damn, you're a bitch. But, you big old ugly son of a bitch. Nah, but yeah, man, it definitely helps. And there's a lot of guys in my unit who have issues, and they're really, everyone's always interested when you tell them to breed snakes. So they come over, and there's this one guy. I don't want to throw his name out there because I don't know how comfortable he would be about me talking about this, but he comes over. He has a stutter because he got blown up, and he's real fucked up, and he got this real bad stutter, and he's always shaking, And he picks up this vanilla cream I had for sale, and he's like letting it roll around his forearm, and he quit shaking, and he started talking to me without a stutter. He's like, wow, this is really therapeutic.
Mm-hmm.
And he ended up, I helped him build a little PVC enclosure with a single Freedom Breeder tub, and heat tape and shit. He bought that snake, and he's just so much better.
That's fucking amazing.
Yeah, dude, his wife was like, I wasn't about that shit, but I'm so happy that he has it. And he's so cute. It grows on him, and it really is a form of therapy, dude. Does it work for you?
Oh, 100%. Like without my animals and without my poor wife knowing how to calm me down, I would have eaten a bullet a long time ago, multiple times.
Oh, yeah.
One of the big things I'm honestly trying to do once everything settles down with this fucking COVID shit is I'm trying to get the VA here locally to accept snakes as a form of therapy because they do like the dog therapy and shit like that. So I'm trying to set up like a class, and those that are willing, cool. I'll have some snakes, and because I've done a lot of research behind it. So like the weighted blankets and like hug therapy and shit like that, it's all surrounded around like the squeeze and release of your blood vessels, right? Which essentially is what snakes do. Like, even if they're just holding onto your arm, they're squeezing and releasing your blood vessels, which forces new blood in at a faster rate or slows it down a little bit, and it makes you release that fucking oxytocin and all that shit that makes you feel good. So I've looked into it, and I've been talking to the directors and stuff, and I'm trying to it's a hard thing. Like, I'm gonna have to take out I think it's like a $2 million or $3 million fucking insurance policy just to do this. But if it helps people the way it helped me, the way it helped your battle, the way it helps you, it's fucking worth it to me. I don't care.
Absolutely.
Even a fucking $3 million insurance policy, it's only like
the
probably like $300-$400 throughout the year. It's not that bad.
Yeah.
It sounds bad, but it's just, if something happens, then it happens big.
Well, I mean, so I have like a custom built Audi that I got in Germany. So my insurance on this motherfucker is almost $100,000. But that doesn't mean I pay $100,000 a year for it. You know, fuck that. No, but I've never thought of that. That's some gangster shit right there. Damn.
It saved me, dude. Like, when I say snakes and my family saved me, 100%.
Yeah.
I've met some really good people because of YouTube and shit like that, and it literally, if I didn't have them to check on me when I do, that's how they know when I'm in a bad spot. Because I'm fucking headstrong about YouTube, dude. Like, I'm really bad about it. Like, I'll hit that consistency and I'll go and I'll fucking push it like it was the army. You know what I mean?
Fuck
but
yeah, dude.
When I get into that head spot, I'm fucking, fuck it. That's the one thing I don't have time for. I'll take care of my animals. I'll take care of my family. I fucking close down. Bad. And that's how everyone knows. And I'll start getting reached out to, and they're like, "You good, man? You coming back to YouTube anytime soon?" And that's their fucking little under the skirt fucking way of saying, "Hey, are you all right? Are you all right?"
Yeah.
It's just, it is what it is. But they've become so therapeutic. I want to pass that on.
No, that's really fucking smart. I never thought about that.
And to see more people, like, if I could get more veterans to like write letters out about what they did to them and possibly start programs there, it would make it so much easier. You know what I mean? So, dude, like, that's something that I just fucking came up with. So that, like, staring at you and watching the fucking wheels spin in your head, I'm like, oh fuck, hold on.
So I'll have you those letters mailed out next week.
Badass, brother.
On official fucking memos. like for real, like conduct letters. Like, legitimately. With titled ranks, and I think I know one officer who would write, and he's a major. But most everybody's staff sergeant and above, so that's solid. Yeah, damn, that's fucking smart, dude. I love it, dude. That's really good, because I can't even tell you, even just like learning. So once I broke my back on that jump, I went from being, okay, there's two types of paratroopers. There's strong paratroopers, smart paratroopers. Okay, I had to go from being the strong paratrooper to being the smart paratrooper. So I had to learn to train my brain. And now I went from being, I'm a high school dropout with a GED, and I'm like 2 classes away from my biology degree, and then I'm going to get my master's in genetic science as well, right? So now that my brain works, I always want to learn something about animals. Like, it started with, salamanders, and then with snakes, and then ball pythons are my favorite. But I'm starting to really like Morelia stuff and chondros and everything, dude. Wildlife conservation and just so much. What's wrong?
Dad,
put the window down a little bit more. Yeah, kind of put the window down a little bit more. But yeah, like right now I'm learning about the big differences between your private keeper of true exotic animals, like rare snake species, stuff on the threatened or endangered list, and their practices, and a zoo, which is considered your top tier professional of their practices on the endangered animals. Lion. Damn, you want lion. That's some hardcore shit right there.
Mm-hmm. I ain't ready for that life.
Thanks,
Like
brother.
I like them from a distance, but I ain't trying to lose a fucking leg or an arm. You know what I mean?
No, dude, I fucking the only time I like got intimidated by a lion was I was in Germany, and their zoos aren't like ours. There's not a like fucking like
There's
a
not that drop
thing.
off.
No, it's a small fence, but a huge gap. It's probably like 40 foot down, 40 foot across, big gap, and then the lion's habitat. And I'm looking at this lion in Germany with this black mane. I was at the zoo in Nuremberg, and I'm thinking to myself, like in my head, looking at this lion, like skinny little guys with spears, fuck your ass up. I bet I could fucking piece you up. Just 2-piece, take that teeth out, bitch. And this lion must have read my thoughts, because it looks at me and lets out the meanest roar. I could feel the skeleton, my skeletal system, vibrate, dude. Like if a fucking IED went off like 25 yards away, the concussion wave, and I was like,
Jesus.
machine gun, got it. like 249. Now probably a 240 Bravo.
Probably a 240.
That shit, I was like, oh god damn.
You want a little 7.62 action there. You don't want that 5.56.
Nah, yeah, 7.62 is a little more accurate too. The 240 is more accurate. The barrel is longer. The 249 is more for that close quarter shit. Yeah. I like them both, to be honest. Fuck, machine gun's a machine gun, man. Turn something into Swiss cheese.
I like the big one. Not that I was ever supposed to touch any of them, but I like the big one. I like to play with it.
I like to play with the big ones. No homo.
No homo. Well, I mean, maybe a little homo. You know what I mean?
Slightly homo. As long as your belly buttons don't touch.
Don't look me in the eye while you say it.
Right? Always look me in the back of the head. Be a gentleman and at least slap my ass.
This is going to be so bad.
So fucking bad.
Banned instantly.
Instantly. We'd have to redo another one. Super professional.
Right. So let's jump back to snakes before we go down the rabbit hole again.
Dude. Yeah. So
you are one of the few people, well, not few. I guess the monarch community is growing. There's a lot of people that claim that they have monarchs, but I haven't seen pictures of it yet. But for people that I know, and I only know about, I think like 15 people, maybe 17 at this point. And so I'm so excited about being a part of it. What jumped you into the Monarch project?
All right. So Monarch. The first time I saw a Monarch in person, I was like, my thought, because everyone wants to talk about the Monarch to the Ultramel. I'm like 99% sure they're not even compatible, because I know a person in the UK who did the breeding and got double heads. Right? He showed me the breeding and everything, but he didn't send me the picture of the double head hatchlings yet. But he said he has them. So I'm waiting for that confirmation. But as far as I'm aware, they're not the same thing. And if I had like a marker board or something, I could explain to people how the alleles actually work. Not trying to be a dick. Ball python guys, you motherfuckers do not know genetic science. You just have bullshit terms to make the industry work for you, and that's great because I love the industry. I'm going to do it as a job, but you motherfuckers don't know real genetic science. But the Monarch, when I saw it in person, I knew it was not Ultramel, and it reminded me of the time I was in Italy and in Florence, and I bit into this chocolate cake, and it was so rich. It's the best chocolate cake I ever fucking had, dude. Might have been because I was real wine drunk, but like, best chocolate cake I ever had. And that rich flavor reminded me of the Monarch color, because I recently posted a picture of it on my Instagram, and I had to like use a 4K camera, and I still don't think I can capture how good it is.
That's
Come on,
one of
come
the
on.
things me and my wife talk about all the time. Like the one that we're buying right now. When she first saw it, me and her both looked at each other and we are like, it looks like chocolate is literally melting off the dorsal stripe. Like the
Yeah,
lavenders and the browns and purples are all combining so well. It literally looks like someone took melted, like not even milk chocolate. I don't know what I would call it, but took a form of melted chocolate and just poured it down the dorsal of this animal.
yeah, it's
Like
next
that's
level.
fucking gorgeous. Like I've never seen anything compared to it.
Yeah, Monarch is. So there's okay. I'm very particular about what I work with when it comes to recessives. Yeah, I know, dude. Some people just pull out in front of me and they're fucking. I'm like parked outside of a hospital, and they're probably wondering what the fuck is this guy doing
Outside of the
there?
Dairy Queen.
So yeah, what the fuck is this dude doing here with his fucking headlights off and his inside light on?
Right.
So
He's smoking, man. He's doing drugs. Go get him.
6 weeks, brother. But nah. So if I buy into something, regardless of the cost, there's two big things that stand out. Is one, I need to see the genetic potential. I'll get to why. So I'll actually get to why the terminology is dumbed down here in a bit, because there's an actual reason. I was talking shit earlier, but there's an actual reason. So, dude, it's okay. He's gonna freak out in a second. So if I buy into something, it has to be next level. It has to be next level. I have to see the genetic potential, right? That's what I saw in the Monarch, because nothing is like Monarch. I see Ultramel and I think of a highlighter, like it's very bright, and Monarch is very dark and rich. It's its own type of vibrant. I would say Monarch is Ultramel's hot cousin. You know, like it's I've never seen anything
Better
like it.
looking twin sister.
Yeah, dude, it's the hot sister. You don't want to fuck with the ugly sister, you fuck with the hot sister. So it's, oh man, I can't even explain it, man, because I saw it in the black pastel. That was sick. The moment I saw it in black pastel, I realized that I already knew it was a color mutation, but just because certain mutations are certain ways doesn't mean they'll work the way you want them to. A good example of this is Justin's special clowns. When people saw special, it's a Bell complex animal, but they used it in combos as a pattern mutation. Justin used it as a color mutation in his clown stuff. And I have Cypress, and that's how I'm using Cypress, because my Cypress is aged very golden. It came in pale and aged golden. So I'm going to use Cypress like that. Monarch can be manipulated like banana. It's color. You want to put the dark stuff to it, so mine is going straight to my blackhead, calico, sapphire. I kind of didn't want to let that one go, but I was like, whatever. And I'll tell you right off the rip, the Monarch puzzle is like a Monarch epitome goal right now. So I gotta start growing them damn double heads up next year. So, but Monarch, if dude, and I do know people working it, and I low key have seen what they have, because they're not releasing it to the public. And if you don't buy into Monarch now, you're not gonna be able.
Hate your life.
Yeah, you're not gonna be able to afford to buy into. And people think they can't afford to buy into it now. You really won't be able to afford to buy into it when these 4 people that I could think of right now drop their combos, because they're all in different parts of the world. 2 are in different parts of the world, 2 are in the U.S., but they all talk to each other, and I've seen exactly what they're doing. And fuck, man, when you think you can't push the envelope anymore, like, God bless America, that is gorgeous. Trust me.
I spent like 4 hours, I think 4 or 5 hours at MSB Reptiles.
Yeah, I know MSB. Right. I never met them, but I know who they are.
So they're their ball python collection is predominantly all based off of Monarch stuff. And spending that time there and seeing what I did with different combos was just like, my head was fucking spinning. And then I finally found a snake to bite my wife, and I literally looked at him and I was like, I don't care how much it costs. I want that one. That one right there.
Yeah, dude.
Right fucking now.
Yeah,
That one right
there. That's fucking awesome. Yeah, Monarch is it's in a league of its own. Yeah. That's 100% for sure. From a business standpoint, it's a recessive mutation. So over time, of course, the value is going to drop like it does with everything. But being recessive, it will come to a point and stay. Like there's going to be a value. It's not going to drop below. And I don't see it dropping below like a visual, let's say like a visual single gene Monarch. I don't see it dropping below like 1,500 for a long time. It's way more than that now, but I don't even think it'll
4Gs for a Monarch or pastel Monarch unless you get the hookup from somebody.
Listen, I got the hookup and I still had
I got a small hookup as well because I helped them move. So when I did MSB's video, it's like a couple months back, I helped them move 3 snakes that they couldn't get their name out enough to do it. And they're like, you know what? Like they hit me up. They're like, this is because of your help. Thank you. And this is the price now. And I was like, all right, cool. Let's do it.
Yeah, dude.
I mean, I still got to do payment plans on that motherfucker. But
oh yeah. I got my Monarch from Royal Reptiles. If any of you guys want any, I think they still have some for sale. And at the Herb Show a couple days ago, Tom Harbin had 4 pastel Monarchs. I think 3 pastel Monarchs and 1 regular Monarch for sale. Another thing, in situations like this, okay, a lot of people say, and I agree with this, buy your females first. Fuck yes. In a situation like Monarch,
you better have some.
Get what you can get, and be happy you could get something. But there's comes to a point where you buy your females first, and like now for me, I have like 60 to 80 breeder females, right? So if I buy a new gene, I want it to be a male, so I can plug and play that male and build that army quick. So I want people to think about this. If I have 60 breeder females, okay, that's a fine number. You get a new gene, right? Let's say I get new gene and it's a male, and someone else gets new gene and it's a female. Now, of course, the value of that female when she's a breeder is going to be paramount. That's a given. Fast forward a year. I'm breeding this male. Let's say I breed them to 3 girls. We'll just do quick, easy math. 3 girls lay 6 eggs, 6, 12, 18, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. So 6 out of that, cut that in half. 3 of those will have a gene, the new gene being female, mathematically, statistics. So now, sure, homeboy has 1 female, 1 year old, but now I have 3.
Right.
Fast forward a year, homeboy can breed 1 female, right? And he could get whatever, but it doesn't matter because in another year I got 3 breeder females, and I probably had bred that male that time that those females were a year to recessive shit. So I built the army, made my hets, and then the next year I got my 3 breeder females. So it's having a male is paramount once you have your female. So when you buy a new gene, be happy with what you can get, but if you can get in a male, get in a male. It's I think more beneficial. That's how I think. That's how I play the game, right?
Well, see, and so my whole idea on it is I could create more, and I'm going to argue with you on this one because I'm not even looking at Monarch for single gene push at all. Like I don't want to create, or not even single gene push, but I don't want to look at Monarch as a sole recessive project, like a single recessive project. I'm instantly putting it into double resets.
Yeah.
And
So for that, it doesn't matter if you're what's what via sex. I believe people should always do at least one double head pairing a year minimum.
right.
And if you have, so yeah, I want to put monarch to puzzle, blackhead, and all this shit. It's going to the recessives first, because the sooner you start growing up those double heads, the better. Every year you're not growing them. Every day you're not growing them is a day you've lost, and you're behind on that project, right? So, I mean, of course, I'm going to put monarch to clown. That's a given.
If you saw Tom, like, I didn't even know Tom had made that triple with Monarch, and I, like, once I found out from Alyssa, I fucking searched the internet till I found that motherfucker. I was blown away, like, but
Yep.
then again, I'm blown away by anything clown. Like, I love clown everything, so that's
Oh,
probably
yeah.
part of my downfall. But you know what
No,
I mean? Like,
yeah, that's the industry staple, though.
yeah,
That's
it
the
is.
industry staple. Is the ball. The saying is, as ball python breeders, we are a slave to the clown. We truly are. So you just have to prioritize your projects, right? So I have so many females. I probably got like 14 males and 80 breeder females, and then another 50 grow outs or so. So I'm like, having the male, because he can go to more than one girl at a time, gives me more play. So if I want to put them to a female puzzle, a female clown, those will be my two things. And then I want to get them I want to see monarch in blackhead really bad. So I got a blackhead calico female. That's where he's going to go. Right? So, and that's his first year. The next year I'll breed him to like 5 girls. I'll take it easy on him that first year. But the next year I'll breed him to like 5 girls. And 3 to 5 every year after that, depending on what I want. And the best part about that is, when you make your own heads, you can control the destination of that project, okay? I actually didn't buy, this is like one of the first, maybe the only gene that next to Desert Ghost that I didn't buy into it because of the money. I'm not even going to bullshit you. I'm about to do this as a full-time job. So I look at this as a business. Right. But I actually believe in the Monarch project. Like, hard.
And that's why it's so hard to get your hands on in the US. Like, people are already there. Most people that are in this project talk to each other and they say, hey, is it okay if I sell to this person?
Yeah, hell yeah.
You're not going to get, there's certain breeders, names will not be put out, that just will never get their hands on this, because once they do, it'll be a common gene.
Yeah,
everyone that has their hands on it doesn't want that. This will be like, I could see within the next 10 years it becoming more common, probably going down to that 1K, you know what I mean? But obviously, within the next 10 years, while everyone that has their hands on it right now is building up, who knows what, because I mean, obviously our community talks, but we also keep our own secrets, because we're like, well, let's see if I could go this direction before anyone else does. You know what I mean? And with a project like that, you kind of have to. So you have to be willing to be a little bit bigger, hold a little bit more than you really wanted to, because you don't want to release it all at once.
Oh yeah, it's rough. It's rough. You look at
but I love it.
Yeah, dude. Like, I mean, take what I just said for example. So 3 years is your like typical project margin, if you will, right? When you breed something, you grow it up, you breed it back, you hit what you want. 3-year project margin. So if I breed this male pastel monarch to 3 girls, 3 girls, 3 girls, that's 9 clutches of eggs, right? 9, 18, 27, 36. So it's like 72 fucking ball pythons that I can't sell.
Mm-hmm.
That's an ARS and a half.
Mm-hmm.
That's a rack and a half, dude. Like, that I can't sell. I need to hold back. and it's like, son of a bitch. But what people don't realize is in the long term, the ones who believe in the project, you will help them out when you hit the Monarch Pied. So, and this kind of sucks, but this is something I have an issue with. I'll have a vision, and I'll hit my goal, and I'll be like, I don't know where the fuck else to take this. I'm stuck. It's like writer's block.
Right.
But another breeder will be like, I can push that project, and I'll be like, bet, and I'll sell it to them, and I'll do that because I believe in the project. I trust the breeder, and I want to see them take what I've built and build something better off of it. That's the thing. You got to push each other in the community, man. So maybe I'll hit the Monarch Pied, and I don't fucking know what else to do.
And that's one of the hard things in the community and the way that people don't fucking look at things. And it sucks because they're like, oh, well, I really like this, but I like this because it's a moneymaker right now. They're not thinking about what they can do to make that project better. Like, Justin fucking kicks ass every year, but you know why he kicks ass? Because he figures out how to innovate on the projects that he's already done. He's figured out for the next 3, 5, 7, 10 fucking years already that he needs to work 1 or 2 genes into these projects. And that's how long it's going to fucking take, especially when you start going into a double or triple recessive, kind of like Will was saying on my thing last week. And it's just like, the more I sat there and thought about it, I was like, fuck, he's right. Because I never sat down and thought about like a double or triple recessive. And I was like, just to add 1 fucking gene, you're looking at half a decade for 1 fucking gene.
Yeah. So, well, that's the other thing is that's why if you have the females, the male is so important. The male, and it sucks because you literally just got to hit the sex odds, dude. But the male is what can put you ahead because you can breed them sooner, right? So sure, you might take the time growing up that female, but to breed, so if you got a female DG clown and you want to put Orange Dream in that, but your DG clown's a female, you breed a super OD to it, hopefully you hit an OD male that's double het and breed it back in a year. And so the male, instead of having to hit a female, grow for 2 to 3 years, repeat the process, the males can put you ahead, right? I think the value of the male is a lot lower than it should be. But again, you do need the female army. Right. But once you have it, that's it. You only got to grow a female up once, dude. That's it, man. That's fucking it. Yeah. I need a female monarch. I think about it every day. I want a female monarch so bad. Can't get my hands on one of those.
What's up, though?
Yeah, we'll have to work something out.
We'll talk.
I know.
We'll talk later.
Yeah, we will absolutely. I know. And
so going. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say there's a couple other genes I really want to see it in is some underworked stuff as far as codoms, like the dark shit. But Joel from State 48 has a Phantom Sapphire. I want to say I bought a Mojave Sapphire because that Sapphire gene's hot, and I really want to see Monarch and Sapphire. That's going to be tits.
I'm going to have to look into it. I don't know much about the Sapphire.
I'll post Sapphire. I think she's in shed. As soon as she's in shed, I'll send you pictures of mine. Damn, guys. It's fucking leather they're running around on back there, dude.
So talking about, because I know, obviously there's those breeders that they'll grow that female up within a year and a half. Like max, they push at a year and a half. And then there's ones that take the 2 to 2.5 years, whatever, and just kind of go with the flow. I also know breeders that breed their males at 350 grams. But it is what it is. And it's not like every male, but they're not afraid to, if he's pushing out the plugs and he shows signs, then they're not afraid to throw him down at 350 as long as he's not losing weight. Right?
Yeah.
But It's I don't know, man. Like it's hard for me. So do you follow? And then I also know breeders that fucking they power feed so well, I wouldn't even necessarily say power feed because it's not like they're giving food that's too big for them. It's that they've shortened the fucking feeding time. So I know guys that
Yeah,
feed like every 4 to 5 days
yeah, like every
until they
50
get to
days.
breeding size. Or I actually do know of I think it's 2 breeders that feed for the first year. They feed a what the fuck is it? I want to say it's like a 50 to 70 gram rat every 2 days
Holy shit.
for the first year because it goes right through them.
Okay. So I feed. So first things first. I only feed African soft furs. All right. So there's a big stigma. Speaking of, I was just talking to Will Morrows about this 3 hours ago, like just a few hours ago. Me and Will and I were talking about this. So we'll start on this with feeders. This is very good. I've never actually talked about this, and this is probably going to be for the viewers the most beneficial part of this whole thing is what I'm about to put down right now. So breeders and keepers focus on the prey item, the food item, right? They say, okay, you got a mouse or you got a rat, and then they focus on the size of the prey item. What people don't actually realize is that each animal has a different set of enzymes in its gut to break down particular microbacteria. Dogs, for example, right, Bubba, have very strong stomach acid. They can break down hardcore meat, right? Humans, we have very weak stomach acid, right? Dogs have very short intestinal tracts. That's pretty common in carnivores. Herbivores have long intestinal tracts. Ball pythons, in their gut are enzymes specifically made to break down the African soft fur. So there's a lot of stuff out there, and you can go on Google Scholar and read a few published papers from the University of Florida and Texas A&M that biologists put out, and they talk about how the mouse is a lot of water weight and less nutrition. Doesn't really have much to do with the size. It has to do with the actual molecular makeup of the animal. The rat is more fatty. There's more protein, but it's more fatty. It's greasy, sort of like a burger, right? Big old cheeseburger. Now your African soft fur it looks a lot bigger than it is because the fur is fluffy, right? But they are a tight, lean meat with not a lot of fat. The males don't have as much water weight, but the females do because they're not just a rodent, they're a multi-mammate. So the ball python, the enzymes in its stomach can absorb and push out more nutrition through its bloodstream because they're made to break down the ASF because that is their natural prey in the wild, right? So what I've noticed, and I was just talking to Will about this, and if you go on my Instagram a few months back, there's this clown that I hatched out, and I showed her card, with her hatch date on it. She was 13 months old, 1,500 grams, and fucking long. Really long. She's not obese. 1 African soft fur a week. That's it. 1 appropriate size meal. I can see the bulge in her gut, right? And then that's it. You can tell their shits are different, right? Their poops smell different, and their shits on rats are a little more runny, where the shits in soft fur are just solid, right? That pituitary gland puts in that work.
Right.
So, they also age better. Just like humans, if we eat healthy, right? Our hair looks good, our skin looks better, right? We look better because we're eating healthier. Same concept. I notice my snakes stay brighter and my dark snakes almost get iridescent in a way. Like I just posted a blackhead calico, and it was hard for me to get a photo of her where she didn't look like a fucking Brazilian rainbow boa. I had to like turn the saturation down on it and dull that snake to actually be able to put that photo up. So I feed only ASFs for that reason. I breed all my own feeders as well. I got an employee to come clean them. I don't do that. That's peasant shit. I don't do that. No, I'm just fucking around, guys. I've cleaned them every fucking week forever. Oh, and I keep them on hemp. So if you guys are out there breeding your own feeders, try hemp bedding. I'm very impressed with that product. So that's why I feed only ASFs. I feed one meal every 5 days until the snake is 300 grams. After that, the metabolic rate begins to decline slightly. So then they move to once a week for the rest of their life. If they don't eat, I don't trip. They're a fucking ball python. Remember this, everybody. 88 degrees Fahrenheit is the digestion and gut response. 90 degrees Fahrenheit is autoimmune response. That's why we like to keep the hot spots at 90. Right? It's your good, safe medium. So I don't power feed. My females typically get up to above 3,000 grams, even in the off season. Yeah. If you look at my Instagram story today, my clown female just had her prelay shed this morning. She's like almost 4,300 grams. In the off season, she's like 3,000 grams. Yeah, hemp is the shit, dude. So again, that's not power feeding. That's one ASF, appropriate size, see the bulge in their gut per week, like clockwork, over the course of 2 to 3 years. And that's what I do, man. I mean, and when it comes to breeding, I have never been able, I've tried. I think the youngest male I ever tried to breed was 450. And any male below like 800 grams has never produced a clutch for me. So I'm not saying that that's impossible, but I'm saying that I like to wait till they're 1,200 grams because that seems, for me, over the course of the past 7 years, and I have Excel spreadsheets with mathematical percentages algorithms in there that show me my clutch size. Oh yeah, feeding ASF, my clutch size went up too. Yeah, my average clutch size per year. And my females bounce back, and I don't have the 1,000 gram wall, so everybody knows. So that's that. Fuck, I lost my train of thought. Son of a bitch! I was rolling so hard, man.
You're doing so good.
Yeah, so ASF. Oh yeah,
fucking biology major over here.
I know, man. So that's breeding males young and power feeding females. So I don't ever feel the need. The only time I ever will power feed a snake is if it's literally underweight, like if it's unhealthy and I want to stack that fat on. I might even go get it a rat. So like to get the fat on it.
Right.
That's the only time I really push that food down. But even then, I'll give them like 2 meals or even 3 meals that are too small for them, as opposed to 2 like really big meals. Because I've had them regurge because of that.
Feed them all large rats. It'll be okay.
Yeah, right? Fuck. They get that every week in the wild like clockwork.
Right? All the time.
So
I got another question jumping on that. Since we're talking about like fat deposits and the overall health of the snake, what's your thought on the overall fat deposits on a snake? Like for a ball python, does it affect virility?
Okay. Yes, it does affect fertility. Now, snakes do not store fat on the outside of their body like we do. They actually store fat on their organs. Also, so everyone knows that I'm not just shoving bullshit down your mouth. I do volunteer and work at a reptile vet four times per month, right? Necropsies, every little piece of knowledge that I can get. I told you, that's my therapy, dude. I love to learn anatomy, physiology, biology. I thought I was just some dude who used to smoke a lot of pot in high school, dropped out, but it turns out that I have a brain. I just had to learn to use it.
That's the hard part. Like, school is boring.
Yeah, school fucking sucks.
So before we go into this, my wife hates me right now, right? Because I'm taking a medical course. And with my knowledge as being a medic, I've opened my book for this. I graduate mid-February, right? On a fast track program. And I've opened my books for this fucking course twice.
Yeah, dude.
Like, all I do in the book is get the definitions that the teachers are asking for. Everything else is literally out of fucking knowledge that I've learned, or like thinking about how the systems work and be like, well, this is the way it should fucking be.
Yeah. So yeah, yeah, dude. It becomes common sense to you after a while because you live it. You literally live it. But yeah, fat deposits, in my experience, do affect fertility. I've had females. So I told you, I have those girls that are 3,000 grams in the off season. Now that's 3,000 grams lean. That's like, we're talking 2,900 grams after laying a clutch. So I try to keep them lean for the next 6 months, right? Then when I start pairing them again, I will try to give them the 2 meals that are a little too small for them and try to start packing on that weight. Not too much and not too fast, right? Because that causes heart problems. With fat on the organs, it can constrict veins and blood flow. The heart then has to work harder, right? Shortens the lifespan of the animal. So there's fat deposits on the sex organs as well, guys. I mean, when I say it's on the organs, it's on the fucking organs. So the female does need those fat deposits when she's off food, but she only needs enough for about 3 or 4 months. Okay, the rest of the time she can eat. And she will. Promise she will. She will not starve herself to death. If she does, not being an asshole, it's your fault. You as the breeder or the keeper, your conditions are not correct for that animal. And don't be embarrassed. If that's the case, reach out. There are people out there who will help you. I am one of them. Always. So if your snake is too obese for too long, and I've had this where I've had females that I'm like, all right, I want to just keep the weight on them. They lay the clutch. That's awesome. But then they take 3 years off, and I was like, why the fuck is this girl taking three years off? I got her back up to breeding weight as fast as I could and kept her there. That's why. Lean her out. Let her eat at her pace. Make things a smooth transition. When she starts seeing the male and she has that voracious appetite, feed her. Don't overfeed her. Feed her. She'll pack on the fat. She'll be fine. Don't try and power feed. Have an obese snake because you think the clutch is going to be 10 plus. Chill, man. Grow her for 3 years and get her to 6 feet long. She'll give you 10 plus eggs.
Why do you think so many people, like, what is it? My Biggest Loser and My 600-Pound Life. All those fucking females, you know why they joined that show?
Why?
So that they have a chance at having offspring.
I can believe that.
It is. What?
No.
Go back and watch. You cannot have a child at 500 plus pounds. It's not possible. The fat storage that you have on your body would literally hurt that embryo. You can't do it. So they have to drop down to about 300 or less pounds before they can have a child. Just the stress on the female's body alone during pregnancy, if they were able to copulate and have a fucking embryo start and going through all their phases, right?
Yeah.
The stress that is put on the body at 500 pounds plus the stress of pregnancy would literally kill that mother and baby.
Yep. Absolutely, man. And that's for every species, right? Every single species. Is this person about to walk over here and ask me what I'm doing? Something. Oh, those people I told to park in front of me. Oh no, it looks like they're like taking out boxes or trash or something. Jax. Oh, hey.
It's okay. It's okay, buddy.
Dude. Hey, it's all right. It's the engine from the car. Hey, come here.
Anxiety sucks, little guy. I know.
Yeah, dude. I found him on the side of the road, man. He's such a baby. Come here. You want to hang out with me, your dad? Yeah. I know you do. Pit bulls are the best thing. I know. All right,
I've always had, well, until now, I've always had a version of some sort of pit bull mix my whole life.
Hell yeah, dude. I gotta put all my shit on my dog to sit on the seat. Sit.
So we were talking about them getting fat. It's okay, buddy. It's okay.
There we go. All right, those people left.
I
So
forgot
we're
where I
right
was
now.
going to go. Where were you going? I interrupted you.
Oh no! Why?
I know.
Don't you fuck?
No, you're good. You're good.
Don't you fuck?
You're back.
Okay.
What were
Fucking
you saying
internet.
before I interrupted you? Because this is supposed to be yours anyways. I just got excited because I had a valid point to put in.
Damn, hold on. The internet's real sketchy. Come on, internet. Don't fuck on me.
I think we're gonna lose
Don't
him.
you do it.
I think we're gonna lose him.
I think those people fucking sabotaged us, man. Now the internet's acting all fucked up.
You're good now. I don't know if I'm good for you, but I got you.
I can you're choppy, but it's feasible. Huh, Bubba. So okay, what? Damn, man.
We were talking about them being fat, but you were about to say something and I lost it. And I interrupted you. I don't know what you were going to say. And there we go. Well, guys, I'm going to give him a chance to come back. I think we're over an hour. You guys have been amazing. Do you want to keep trying to fight this or what do you want to do?
I mean, I want to keep trying if we can keep trying.
No, I'm good. We're about an hour and 20 minutes in, so we'll keep going for a little bit. And if we lose you again, I think we'll just let it be a night. You know what I mean? Like, no sense in driving ourselves crazy. Go get some.
Hold on, I'm about to try to move to like a different parking lot.
Do you guys want to see how big Lawton is? It's all of like 20 minutes.
Yeah, right.
I fucking hated Fort.
Oh, dude, as soon as I started moving, you were good.
I hated Fort Sill.
Did you come here for basic training?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I thought. You went to Bliss, and you're from New Mexico, right?
Originally I'm from San Antonio, and then I moved to New Mexico, and then I moved all over. Like I have a problem with staying still for too long. Now that I'm looking at kind of making this a business and like have a family and shit that's not really into that lifestyle, I got to tone it back a little bit. But
yeah.
Originally,
yeah.
I was essentially a gypsy, I guess is the best way of putting it. I like to travel.
No, I don't blame you, dude. This year, this past 2020, was the first time I spent my birthday in the same country 2 years in a row.
Wow.
ever. Yeah, dude.
Freaking awesome.
Come on, internet, being fucking stupid. It's like you're good, and then like you cut out.
So,
And I like just. Oh man, I feel like we're so close to being.
you said you have like what, 60, 70 breeder females right now?
Yeah, like I got like about 60 to 80 breeder females. Like I said, you know, there's some that I could probably breed because they're big girls, but sometimes they.
Well, fuck a duck, I guess is the best way of saying it. Here we go. One more time. 10th time's the charm.
Right? I wonder how many times we actually reset this.
I don't know. I stopped counting.
But yeah. So, but sometimes those girls, you know, if someone says they have like 60 to 80 girls, that means they're only having like 30 to 40 clutches.
Right.
You know, because them bitches don't want to go for you all the time. All right, we're gonna see if this place works.
So what are you shooting for this year?
Ooh, okay.
And I don't mean like morph wise, I mean like numbers wise. With 60 to 80 breeder females,
oh yeah,
how many clutches are you shooting for?
So I'm thinking it's looking like about 32 of them are gonna go right now. And it's gonna be like I'd say 15 of them are gonna be like for sale. And the other like half is gonna be a lot of holdbacks because
right.
I work, so talking projects, right? Other than Monarch. Monarch is one recessive gene. I work 7 different recessives. I have Lavender Albino, Xanthic, Monarch, Clown Pied, Puzzle, and Desert Ghost. So just because I have 7 recessive genes doesn't mean I have 7 projects. That means I have like a lot of fucking projects because I gotta get, you know, the codoms in them. So you want your enhancer genes. So right. my favorite enhancer gene right now is lace. I have a lace. So I got lace, Enchi, OD, YB, yellow belly, you know, all the rate fire. I'm actually selling out of my fire stuff because I got a hold of some sulfur. And if you look at sulfur compared to fire, okay, fire lightens.
Mm-hmm.
Vanilla gives it like a creamy color.
Mm-hmm.
Sulfur brightens. And disco is fucking trash. So that's the fire complex right there. I'll tell you right now. Disco is very low expression.
We're going to have so many hatred fucking comments on this live later. It's
fuck them, bro.
It'd be amazing.
Yeah, they're going to be like, fuck you guys. Monarch is an expensive ultramel and disco's the best.
Well, it's not even that. They're just going to be like, you're shitting on all of our projects, so they're going to hate on us for like the next fucking 10 years, which is fine. I don't fucking care. Like,
yeah, fuck them, dude.
Your opinion is your opinion. Like, I welcome anyone onto my show at any time, whether I agree or disagree. Like with you, I love some fire stuff that I see, but there's also stuff that I fucking hate. So
yeah, 100%. I like fire. I just don't like so fire when you cut an egg and something has fire in it, or fire or sulfur, they're both pretty high expression within the fire complex. Vanilla is a different shade, right? So fire is light, almost like a tan. Sulfur brightens, sort of like OD, it brightens it. But disco is the lowest expression of the 4. So it's not that disco totally sucks. I'm sure there are badass disco combos out there. But you won't find a disco in my motherfucking collection. Just saying. God damn it. Find fucking Monarch up in my collection. But so yeah, I'll have out of those clutches, half will be for sale, half half that shit's gonna be like leopard mahogany pied. What else? Some het clown shit. Some het DG stuff. If you want into DG, you better hit me up, man, because everyone.
We'll be talking after this. I don't want to let all my secrets out.
Okay. Super sulfur. So, okay, if you put super sulfur and super fire next to each other, they are both all white snakes, except the super fire has those yellow spots, and the super sulfur spots are orange, like a basketball, like that tone of orange. That's why, like sulfur brightens and fire lightens. There's a difference between the two. Again, and vanilla gives you that creamy color, like literally like a vanilla pudding, like a fucking snack bag, dude. Vanilla pudding. That's exactly what it is. I'm a stoner at heart, dude. Vanilla pudding. So yeah. Then disco is just very low expression fire, but it is proven to be a different gene in itself. But yeah, so I'll have het DG stuff, but my stuff that's not going to be for sale is all DG, and I already have the double het females growing up. I'm trying to now make the males with codoms in them. So like pastel leopard, double het DG pied. What else? Spot nose, clown DG. Relax. Pastel DG exanthic. The Grail, the lavender clown. I'm making those double hets right now. That's a project I've really been slacking on. I just got the male black head double head dreamsicle for my female. And I have a mahogany double head dreamsicle as well. So I'll be going down that road. So all my holdback shit is just double recessive stuff. And then everything that's for sale is going to be visual, recessive, or het. And then there's some genes that I'm just growing up like I said, that sapphire. I'm really, 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 really hyped about sapphire. It's a project from back in 2009 that just hasn't been worked. It's not new. It just hasn't been worked. Oh, what's up, Cuddle Time? Yo, what was it like when people started calling you by your first name?
What are you talking about?
Like when you got out of the army.
I still don't get called by my first name. Everyone still fucking calls me Fealy.
You know, yeah, that makes sense, because when people were asking me who I was going to be on YouTube with tonight, I was like, yo, Fealy. I didn't even think about it. I was like, yeah, Fealy.
Why do you think
Fealy.
it's Fealys Clutch? Because Fealy's a fucking weird name that you could say that no one thinks about. Granted, it's my last name for real, but
yeah.
Like, how many people that you know?
You're the only Fealy. Yeah,
like,
you're the only.
I think there's 3 or 4 in the fucking NFL, like back within the last decade, and they were all kickers or fucking third string quarterbacks. So that tells you like what the family line kind of looks like.
God damn it. You gotta be the first one to break out in the reptile industry, dude.
Yeah. Like, but it's just, that's the way it is. There are a few that call me John, like Heather. She just said it. Heather from Mother Elfin Ball Pythons. But we've known each other since we both kind of started the journey. You know what I mean? So those that have known me for a long time, they kind of go back to John, but I don't even really pay attention to it, in all honesty. I'm just so used to being called Fealy that it doesn't even fuck with me anymore. Like,
yeah, dude, I was like, what's it gonna be like when people stop calling me Sergeant Hernandez and call me Brandon?
I was a 3 fucking sport athlete, like from middle school through high school, and then the army. So like, I've been Fealy since I was fucking like, God, what, like 12?
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah, so it doesn't even bother me. Like when we got to the army, I was just like, whatever. Everyone calls me this anyways.
Oh, dude, I didn't get called Hernandez at all. I was like penis wrinkle or dick cheese or fucktard or something. You know, you even when in basic training, hey, use. Like, who's
Dude,
you?
they didn't even know me. Like, I got done with basic training. I did so well at basic training at fucking just staying in the middle so I wouldn't get fucked with.
Yeah.
That when I got my, you know how you graduate and then you get your final out counseling?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I fucking reported to my senior drill sergeant and he looked at me like, who the fuck are you?
Dude, damn, dude. That's pretty fucking good.
And I ended up fucking going to the hospital like 3 fucking times in basic training. And he still didn't remember me. Like I don't know what I did. But so I had really bad Osgood slaughters when I went through basic training. And like literally there was times where I don't know if I can do it. I don't know if my fucking wire for my headset. So I'd go up to like do your fucking stand to fucking toe the line first thing in the morning before you go to PT, right? And I'd be like, I don't know if you can. Fuck it. I'll do it this way. So I'm here and like my one leg is fucking cocked like this and I can't bend it. Like I can't get it straight. And this happens multiple times in basic training. So they finally look at me and they're like, what was it? Well, I think it was the fucking the combat obstacle course, right? Like where you're supposed to do the towers and all that shit.
Yeah, Treadwell.
Like, well, I did Treadwell. Like I fucking repelled in 3 fucking shots.
Hell
It
yeah.
was after that. It was the fucking obstacle course where you climb like what the fuck was it?
There's the Triple C, the Combat Confidence course, and then there's the COC, Combat Obstacle course.
I think it was the COC because the Triple C is the one with all the rope obstacles, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so it was the COC. I came back from the hospital and they're like, we don't know if he's going to even be able to make it through the fucking 12K mark that you have to do to graduate.
Oh, dude.
Like, my knees were that fucking bad. And my drill sergeants look at me and the first sergeant looks at me and he was like, how bad do you want to be a soldier? I was like, I'm not fucking going home.
Yeah,
You're not
dude.
recycling me. Like, I'm not fucking going through this shit again. So
Yeah,
what
dude,
do I got to do?
Fuck it, dude.
Yeah. And they look at me and they're like, you're going to pull fucking weapons guard today. Okay. Just to be nice to all the other soldiers. So literally I was in charge of fucking 4 platoons fucking weapons all day while they did the Triple C or the COC. And I'm just like, fuck this shit. Fuck this shit. Fuck this shit. First sergeant walks by and fucking throws me an MRE at lunch. Fuck this shit. Fuck this shit.
Yeah.
But the next morning was the fucking 12K.
Yeah.
And then that evening was the fucking Nick course. And then the following morning was our fucking beret ceremony.
Yeah.
When you finally earn your fucking beret. So I'm like, yeah. So it was miserable, dude. So I'm like just standing there like all these other guys are doing some cool ass shit. I'm being a fucking pogue piece of shit.
Pogue, dude.
I can't fucking do anything. And then we get to the 12K and like the secondary drill sergeant, he's a fucking reservist. But both my drill sergeants were infantry, fucking blue disc and hard. Like this motherfucker hit me with his fucking round brown at mail call because I missed catching the letter when he threw it at me. So he took his fucking round brown off and said, "Here, catch this, fucking private." Fucking nailed me right in the fucking forehead. But yeah, like we're fucking around and we're doing stupid shit. But so he's talking to me like right before the 12K. And he's like, are you going to be good? Like, do not let me catch you. Because that's the one thing. Like, they hold the standard, right? And if they fucking pass you, you get in the fucking meal truck and you're fucked. Yeah. So I'm looking at him and I was like, end of the day, do I have to keep 1 foot on the ground at all times? Like, what's the regulations on this fucking foot march there, drill sergeant?
Yeah.
And he's like, I don't care what you do as long as you fucking finish. So I fucking pulled my rucksack as tight as I could get that motherfucker. being a fucking private and not knowing any better. You know what I mean? Because they don't care. They're like, pack your rucksack however you want it. Here's your fucking packing list. Just do your shit. And I'm like squishing everything, making it as small as I can, and just making that shit as tight on my shoulders as I can do it. And we start off, and like first sergeant's at the very fucking front, and you got to go off of his pace for like the first fucking 3K or whatever, and then he just releases you. And he obviously he's a 20-year first sergeant. Before I break this, the sergeant major school, right? All of the Army sergeant majors have to go through Fort Bliss.
Yeah.
It's the only sergeant major school in the Army.
Yep.
Right? So they all come to Fort Bliss. This first sergeant was at the 101st before he went into first sergeant for basic training. And
so he can rock.
Yeah. That's all this motherfucker does. He's a little tiny Puerto Rican. He's maybe 145 pounds soaking wet. Fucking just goes, right? And I'm pushing. I'm like passing all the fucking females because they put me in the very back. Like they tried to fuck me from the start because I'm a tall motherfucker. They're like, okay, short people in front, tall people in the rear.
Yep.
Yeah, like fuck this shit, man. Let me go. And I'm walking by, and my fucking drill sergeant's so tired that he's like fucking walking into both lines and like, private, stay the fuck out of my way. Fucking falling asleep on his feet and shit because he had staff duty the night before. And I pass him, and I get up to the first sergeant at the front, and I start giving him shit. I'm like, hey, first sergeant, you're moving pretty fast. He's like, yeah. And his pack's like fucking twice the size that he is, right? He's like, gotta stay in shape, private. Gotta stay in shape. I was like, what are you doing? Packing pillows? Just giving him shit, right? Like, we're fucking bullshitting back and forth. He's like, all right, keep up. I was like, I'm fucked, but okay, let's do it, first sergeant. And we just go into a fucking airborne shuffle through the rest of that 12K. Dude, by the time we donned berets the next morning, I shit you not, my knee was like this fucking big. Like they had to drain fluid and shit. Like I was fucked, but it was all good. It was fun.
Yeah, dude.
Continued to do it for 7 fucking years.
Yeah, dude, that is the epitome of being a soldier. Like when people say you better soldier the fuck up, that's literally what it is. You just have to push through all the pain. I went to airborne school with this kid Hamilton. You know, you gotta do 5 jumps to graduate. He broke his fucking ankle on his 4th fucking jump. He didn't say a goddamn thing. He fucking got his ass out of that airplane a 5th time with a broke ankle. Dude, that's what it is, man. I fucking I had a midair collision with a lieutenant, and he came through my parachute's vent hole. His parachute engulfed my corner of mine, flipped mine inside out, and I saw him just fly past me, and I was like, oh, this is gonna be so bad. And like it jerked me backwards. Like his parachute and mine were like just stuck. It jerked me backwards. As soon as I felt it jerk me backwards, I pulled my reserve, and then my reserve carried us to the ground. And as we're going to the ground, I see the FLA down there. And I was like, fuck, dude, I'm going to hit the FLA. I was like, no, this lieutenant's going to hit the FLA. So I did. I did like, the one thing that like they tell you to never do, and you just like pull a slip and let it go. It causes you to oscillate, so you start swinging back and forth. So I was able to get the lieutenant to swing out of the way of the Humvee, or of the FLA, and then I hit the fucking FLA. And then, but I still picked up all my fucking shit, and I still double timed off the damn drop zone, because that's what paratroopers do. That's damn. I'm ready.
It's a mentality, dude. Like it's another mentality. Like I could do Army stories all fucking night. That's
dude, yeah.
Like I remember so you know how they do a fucking best medic competition?
Yeah, the EFMB?
No, not even. Well, yeah, so you have it when you're in the States, you have the EFMB, right? Because we were overseas, but we weren't technically in a combat zone. They're like, well, we're gonna put one of those together, and it was my fucking PA, obviously 82nd guy.
No,
You
I'm
know
not
what
a
I mean?
rip.
So
I
you
just
got to
jump.
do. He felt like you got to do hua shit all the fucking time.
Of course, he's 82nd,
So
man.
we did. We created this whole fucking platform for Best Medic, right? So we had a land nav course. We had like 7 or 8 fucking medical lanes. We had weapons, tear down, reassemble, functions check lane. We had fucking what else was there? There's a couple of other fucking lanes, right? So essentially within 36 hours, you had, I think it was 12 to 14 lanes total. And then you had a navigation course.
Yeah, that's a
You
lot of
had, yeah, one of the lanes to finish up was a fucking 12 miler. Or
Yep.
no, not the 12 miler, the 10 miler, because that's what they do in the EFMB. So you had a
Okay.
10 miler within 3 hours. So
That's
fucking normal standard, right? Army standard.
Yeah. Army standard.
Not high speed standard, but Army standard.
Yeah.
But then
Yeah.
you had to carry your rucksack and your fucking aid bag everywhere you went, and you marched everywhere you went. You didn't load up. So the total of like a 2-day fucking event, we did, I think the guy that kept his fucking was able to keep his Fitbit on him said we did just short of, I think, 26 miles or 28 miles within 2 days.
Yeah.
With
That-
fucking 70 plus pounds on your back.
Yeah, dude, and they wonder why people have bad backs and fucked up necks, fucked up knees. So from breaking my back and jumping so much, I came in the Army. I was 71 inches tall. I am now 68 3/4. If I go to the chiropractor, I leave the chiropractor at 71 inches tall. But I always go back down to about 69 inches. It's just so fucking bad, dude. So, we got anything else for snakes?
Yeah, I mean, I got lost in fucking Army talk, dude. I love that shit. Like,
Yeah, me too,
the
man.
camaraderie and the brotherhood that you get out of that shit, it's fucking amazing.
And there's even like there's a veteran niche within the community too.
Oh yeah,
There is.
and that's kind of what we were talking about earlier with me wanting to go to the VA. With that thought,
Yeah.
that's where it came from. Was like a lot of the people that I got close to early were veteran based, or they were just getting out of the military. They've been out of the military for like 10 years, and they were just lost and fucking wondering, and then they found this. You know what I mean? So it's been cool, man. But,
there's do you fuck with colubrids by chance at all?
Yeah, I got MBKs that I'm growing up to breed.
Oh fuck, I need to get one of those.
And then I have a singular albino corn that I boarded for some people because they PCS'd, and then they got out of the military and they moved back here, and then they never came and got their snake, even though they know where it is, and they come and visit it every now and then. One of these days, I'm just gonna give it to them, like whole tank.
Yeah, dude.
Fuck off. I'm tired of feeding your animal.
Yeah, dude. So I was.
But they're good friends, you know what I mean? So
yeah. So I was at NARBC Arlington a couple years ago, and there's this dude. His company is called Stu's Serpents, and he does colubrids.
Yeah.
And as I'm walking past Stu's Serpents, I noticed he has an airborne T-shirt on, and I was like, "Oh, I bet this guy's some old, crusty, retired fucking paratrooper. I'm gonna go say hi to him." And I walk over there, and I'm like, "Hey, man, are you a paratrooper?" And he was like, "No, I'm a retired sergeant major." He's like, "I was an engineer, but my son's airborne." And we started talking. And 3 months prior to that show, I was with his son in Afghanistan.
That's fucking crazy, dude.
Yeah, his son was a private over there. I was on a task force. I was deployed with the 82nd that time, but I was on a task force with the airborne dudes from Alaska. His son was in Alaska. So it was just like, holy fuck. That's just, I mean, the military community is small, snake community is small, but the veterans within the snake community is real fucking small, dude. It's just wild, man. I love it. I fucking love it. Jack, come here.
So you said 35 possible clutches. Where do you think you're going to be soon, man? Like, are you going to, how big are you going to push this? Where do you want to take it? Because you said you're going to go full time. So
this is a hard question. So I kind of would like to be sort of like do what Ozzy does, where all the stuff is real high end. They call it being a boutique breeder. When people ask me stuff like about breeding snakes, I tell them that I am a boutique breeder of designer morphs, is what I tell them. So I guess I would like to do 100 clutches a year, because I'm a one-man show. Like,
I feel you on that.
Yeah,
your aspirations are a lot fucking higher than mine. I'll tell you that. I'm looking at like 60 to maybe 80 breeder females, maybe averaging about 40 a year, and I'll be happy.
Yeah, I want to do 100, and so I do the something I've always done is I upgrade. Okay, so if I got a female, let's say I just have a fucking Mojave female, right? Just throw a gene out there. She's a breeder. She's been breeding for me. But then when I have this Mojave leopard firefly that grows up and produces for me, I sell that single gene Mojave because now I don't need her, right? And that'll go benefit someone else. So I do a lot of that. So even though I'd be producing 100 clutches a year, every year I'd be letting go of breeders to upgrade the breeder stock, right? So as long as I'm producing what I like, what I want, I make good money off the rodents too, man. Because I'm not in like the rat game. I know, buddy, I know. But come on, dude.
That's the best face I've gotten all night. No,
I know, right? Shit. Come here.
Dog face soldier.
Love you, bud. So, I don't like sell rats in bulk or sell ASF to a lot of people, but I have a euthanasia chamber, humane, CO2 based. I do the flash freeze. I put them in the vacuum food safer bags and freeze them in the deep freezer. So I do sell to people to frozen, and I do sell live. People come pick up live, and I probably profit like $600 a month off the rodents. But the point is, the rodents are paying for themselves,
right?
And then some. So every snake I sell is like fucking full profit, right? So I just want to keep. I don't want to put money in my pocket as much as I want to do this full time. I just want to keep buying more fucking snakes, dude, because they're so fucking cool, man. I just want them all. I want to own an island, and I just want to build on that island and just get all the fucking snakes, man. And humans can just fuck right off. I just want my snake island, dude. Like, and I'll probably grow some weed there too, but like, mostly for the snakes, man. Yeah, so that's as big as I want to take it. As long as I can do it myself, I'll be happy. As long as the moment it becomes too much, I'll have to dial it back. I'll probably downsize. I don't think I'll ever sell out of a project, because I really like everything I've invested in. But I'll downsize because we all have shit that we don't need. Like, I have snakes in my racks. I'm like, I'm not gonna breed that male for like 2 or 3 years. But I'm just gonna keep them, you know.
I have males in my racks that I'll never breed, but for some reason I still have.
I have the first snake I ever produced that I'll never breed, and I still have her. She's just my other dog just fucking farted, dude. What the fuck? You are a lady in front of people. You need to act like. Damn, She won't even show herself on camera. Which way? Come here. Lady, come here. Come here. You wanna be a good girl? You wanna give me kisses? Give me kisses. Come on. She was a shy bitch. There you go. That's my pit boxer mix. She's sweet.
What I had.
But yeah, that's as big as I want to take it, man. I've told people before on a couple Instagram lives, like, I don't want to be Ozzy. I don't want to be Justin or Billy. I don't want to be the next big thing. I just want to be the first me.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. And that's, come on, dude. And I want to do reptile education on the side as much as I can. That's why, I called my company Oodles and Noodles so I could, have you decided? Yeah. So for now, I think I'll move to Tennessee for a little bit, and I'll move one more time after that. Yeah, I'm not too happy about it. I might go to North Carolina. So really, I wanted to go to Texas.
All you got to do is shoot south by about fucking 4 hours, dude. You're good.
1 hour, actually. I'm in Texas in an hour. But
well, I understand that, but it takes a little bit longer than crossing state lines to be in a good portion of Texas.
Oh yeah, I know. I can get to Dallas in about 2.5, like the Fort Worth area in about 2.5. But so, okay, the plan originally was to go to Texas, and then in September, a friend of mine died from back home in Pittsburgh. Now, I hate Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. If there's anyone watching this from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, you need to get the fuck up out of there, because that place is a shithole. So I'll never go back there. Pretty sure my family doesn't even want to live there. And I fucking haven't been home in like 10 years. Maybe like twice in 10 years. Like, I just hate it that much. Like, no one would ever like guess like how I am, but like, dude, I grew up really poor and I grew up in the hood, and I just never want to go back there. So if yeah, dude, retiring dude snakes is where it's at. So if I can, so I don't want to go back to Pittsburgh, but when my friend died, it really hit home. Fuck, I'm getting out of the Army. I have to now figure out how to be a person again.
Mm-hmm.
And what is important to me, because I have missed my sister's graduation and watching my brother grow up. When people say you sacrifice, like, motherfuckers don't realize how much you sacrifice, because you could always get a job and get more money, dude. You can't buy time back.
Right.
Time is gone. It moves one way, and that's forward. So I want to be close enough to Pittsburgh to where if shit hits the fan, I can make it home quick. But I don't want to be in Pennsylvania or none of them Virginias. I heard people do a lot of cousin fucking up in the Virginias, so I don't play that shit. They won't gonna be fucking my cousin, it's gonna be me. See, that's that type of Virginia shit, man. Ugh.
That's West Virginia, man.
Oh, they're like right next to each other. They're basically cousins. They're probably fucking each other, man. Shit. So
I fucking had something too, and you just made me fucking.
Yeah.
No, the time thing. Like, I'm 100% with you on that, though. Like, I fucking. So I missed essentially the first 3 years of my oldest son. I missed the first year of my daughter before I got med boarded. And like, even with med boarding, people don't realize, like, they think it's okay, you're getting med boarded, you don't have to do shit. And they don't realize all the appointments you're at every single day. They don't realize all the duties that your fucking unit makes you do, because they're like, oh, fuck this motherfucker, because he doesn't have to do it now. So like, literally, I was on 24-hour duty. I think we talked about this. When I was med boarding, I was on fucking 24-hour duty 2 to 3 times a week. So like, that next day after you wake up, or not even wake up, so like, you go through 24 hours of just sitting at a fucking desk or walking around and doing your rounds so you can do your checks. And then after that 24 hours, you're like, oh, let me go get in this fucking parking lot so I could sleep for like an hour or two, take a fucking electric razor to my face so it doesn't look like I'm a total piece of fucking shit to go into these appointments, because all your appointments you have to be in uniform. And it's just, fuck this shit, man.
Yeah,
you end up being like 36, 38 hours awake, and then you're driving home just to come back and do it again the next day.
Yeah, it fucking sucks, dude. I just had duty, and I'm in the med board process now. I just sent I should get my Narsum back this week.
Dude, I hope they don't do you like they did me. I pray they don't do you that dirty. Like, even weekend, man, they were rolling on me.
No, I am a staff sergeant who does not give a fuck. They are not. They try, but if someone like I like and respect asks me to do something, I'll do it. But for the most part, they know better than to be like, "Oh, Sergeant Hernandez will do that." You know, fuck yourself. Sergeant Hernandez will bang your mom. That's what the fuck's gonna happen. Like, fuck you.
It was bad. It was so bad between battalion staff duty and brigade staff duty, because I was only a sergeant, buck sergeant, fucking promotable, right? Yeah. But I held a platoon sergeant slot.
Oh, that's rough.
So every time we had a fucking slot pop up for brigade staff duty, I was the one that. It was so bad that the fucking brigade commander knew me by name. Didn't have to look at me. Knew my first name and my last name.
Yeah, that's bad.
It's like, fuck this shit, dude. I'm done. Well, I mean, he liked me and he knew the situation. He's like, I feel bad for you, but carry on, soldier.
Yeah, that's the Army. The green weenie, man. In the 82nd, we called it the 82 inches, dude. Taking the 82 inches, man. I'm telling you. And the Army hasn't gotten any better, man. Like, if I wasn't getting med boarded, I would be getting out regardless, because it's just not what it used to be. But that's a talk that I would have with you off camera, because
people can't handle that.
No, people can't. So what's up? What's up? We got more snake stuff.
So
this is a military channel. Haven't you heard?
This is turning into a military channel, guys. Sorry. But I put out, if anyone had a question, I don't know if there was one, because I started focusing on you again.
I am pretty fucking handsome. For any of you bitches out there, hit me up. I'm just kidding. I have a girlfriend. Don't hit me up.
Oh, you're going to get yourself in trouble.
No, my girlfriend is there. She'll think it's funny. She's cool, man. She's a bro. She's cool as fuck.
Oh, yeah. So, where was I? We talked about... Oh, I guess we could go on the lightning round. We're almost at 2 hours anyways. I got to fucking... Yeah.
Yeah, that's all.
Right. So let's start the little lightning round type shit that I do. First one I like to do is, besides yourself, because obviously we're fucking egotistical maniacs, who produced the best snake to you, and what was it?
Oh, fuck. Will Morrow's The Desert Ghost Puzzle. Yep, that was easy. That thing blew my fucking mind. Fuck, that was
You're going to hate this next one. You ready?
Okay.
Who left you wanting more, and with what combo?
It's the worst fucking point.
I've had so many people try to fucking skate around this lately.
No, too easy. Check this out. Seth Silbert, DD Exotics, Yellow Belly Lace Clown. That is such a badass combo. And next, okay, so I think the Batman is the coolest looking clown building block project. Number 2, Yellow Belly Lace Clown, Seth, DD Exotics. Give me more of that shit.
Hell yeah. Okay.
Fuck yeah, dude.
If you could have one gene that you don't have currently, what would it be and why?
always tell myself I have everything I want. Fuck, dude, this is hard. This one's hard. Weirdo. That weirdo shit Ozzy has. I think I want weirdo. It just looks fucking wild, and I'd love to work that project, dude. Love to work. I have like everything, that I want. Bongo, fucking sapphire, mahogany, blackhead, calico, Enchies, fire, sulfur, OD, YB, fucking lesser. I have a lot of jeans, but I don't have weirdo, and I want some fucking weirdo. That's a hard one to get your hands on, though.
If there was a morph that you had to get rid of, like could never be produced ever again anywhere, what would it be?
In my collection or in general?
No, like throughout. What is the trash gene to you is what I'm asking. If you never had to see this one gene ever again in your life, what would it be? And everyone.
Fuck you, hypo. Fucking hypo is.
So many people.
I don't give a fuck. You know what? They called it ghost because they don't know shit about genetics. By some reason. And hypomelanism doesn't look good in everything. It only looks good in some things. I'll give you that. There's some cool hypo combos out there. But all you're ever going to do is take the one combo and make it hypomelanistic. Cool story, bro. Fucking nerds. So yeah, hypo, fuck you. Fucking kill yourself, hypo.
Right? I can't wait to see the comments and shit that comes from this.
I know, I'll tune back in tomorrow and check them out.
Shit. All right, guys. So, Brandon, we've kind of been all over the place. I think you're definitely going to be a return because there's so much more shit we could talk about. And we can go for hours, but I'm going to be nice to the viewers because it's a fucking Monday night and some people have work tomorrow.
Dude, I told you I'm a lot. I'm a lot, man.
Plug your IG. Do you want to talk about the fact that you are soon to start a YouTube now, or do you want to wait?
Oh, yeah, I'll talk about it. So,
well, I already let it out the bag, so you have to.
Yeah, no, I'm committed. All right, yeah. Damn it. Fuck. It's like the condom, bro. Can't pull out now. So
I mean, you could, but it still ain't going to do you any good.
Exactly. Yeah, so my IG is at Oodles, OODLES _ A, the letter A, _ Noodles, Oodles and Noodles. And as soon as I get out the Army, I already have videos filmed that I'm going to be releasing on YouTube once a week. It is going to be 100% education-based, evidence-backed videos. Like, the first one I'm dropping, I'll just sort of tease it now, I guess, will be a comparison video I did with keeping my ASFs on hemp, pine pellets, pine flakes, where I test pH balance, ammonia levels, absorption quality, and dude, I go like hardcore science in depth. Like, as much as I swear and as much as a fucking asshole and a goofball I am, like, I will break down some scientific shit hard, straight up. You guys want to know anything? I mean anything, please message me on my Instagram. I'm very, very active on Instagram, and I don't care if you're not a customer, a $50 customer, a $5,000 customer, or someone who just needs help. I will give you the time of day. Promise.
That's better. So you guys have it. Brandon Hernandez of Oodles and Noodles.
That's me.
YouTube coming soon. Thank you guys so much for watching us tonight. Next week you will have Paul McIntyre, so we will have our first venomous handler on the channel. Pretty excited about that shit.
Hell yeah.
Tomorrow. Oh, we didn't even that's gonna be round 2, brother. That's gonna be round 2. Because I know we both share a love and passion for hots as well.
Hot, oh God, yeah, dude.
Tomorrow we will be dropping our giveaway announcement. You guys have been great. We grew over 1,000 subscribers finally, and I was trying to figure out the best way to thank you guys for everything you've done for this channel and for me. So pay attention to that tomorrow. We're going to see you on the next one. Y'all stay blessed.
Yep. Later, man.